Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Ultra Confusion interview. This time we have
Andrea Roberts.
And what do you have for us today?
Yeah, so I'm showing off Roundguard. It is a dungeon crawler mashed up with bouncy pinball physics, or Peggle more specifically, if you're familiar with that. So you, instead of a ball, you're shooting your hero into a dungeon to bounce around, smash into monsters, get loot, survive at the bottom.
So is there any other game besides Peggle that was the inspiration behind this?
Well, Peggle was obviously a huge influence. I mean, we love RPGs. There's a lot of D&D nerdy references in this game. I've got my Jelly Cube shirt on, who's a character in the game. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff going on.
So how long has this game been in development?
A little over 2.5 years. A little over 2 years, sorry. Mm-hmm. We're a part-time team, so we were working on it half-time. That's where the half came in. Yeah.
So as a part-time team or half-time team, how many people are currently working on this project?
There are 2 of us. I do the game and art, and then my buddy does the code side. And then we get a little bit of support on like audio and stuff like that.
So is this strictly a single-player game, or is there...
It is a single-player game. There is a competitive aspect to it. So you're trying to survive all your way down through the dungeon, but you also are getting score gold as you're going down. So the higher you can get that gold, the better you'll be on the leaderboards.
So is it just for PC, or are you thinking about other platforms?
Yes. So we're definitely going to be coming out on Steam later this year. We are working right now to figure out our way onto consoles.
What do you think has been one of the biggest hurdles you've had to overcome during your process?
Well, honestly, it's been a ton of fun working on this game. Like, this game has been has really come together well. We totally knew what it was that we wanted to do early on, and it's been a lot of fun. I think, it's just making it all the way to the finish line. I keep feeling like we are so close to being done, and it's like that last 10% is always the last 90%, but we're getting there.
So what would you say is the average expected play time of the game, or is it like an endless type of thing?
So it is a roguelike, which means, for one thing, you're going to die, you're going to start over, you're going to play again. Every time you do, we rebuild the dungeon, so it all comes together procedurally. It's a new feel every time. There's new events, there's new, different enemy placements and loot and all that kind of stuff. So from that perspective, yeah, especially if you get into score chasing, like, you can play this game as long as you want. I think, like, definitely you're not going to make it in one go all the way to the bottom.
So with some roguelikes, there is like a carryover between games.
Yeah. So I'm a big fan of roguelikes really that celebrate your skill and your discovery as a player. So there's a lot in the game that is about really on you, like learning the different enemy behaviors and getting skill control. But we do have a light progression mechanic, which is that every time you die, depending on how much gold you've been able to collect, you get to take a big spin at the wheel. You get better chances the more gold you have, and you'll get a trinket that you get to carry forward to the next run that will help you going forward.
So I'm taking a small peek at the game behind you, and I see that there's at least Rogue and Warrior. How many other classes?
So at launch, we will have the Rogue, the Warrior, and the Wizard, the classic 3. Mm-hmm. We have ideas for tons more classes. We'll see how, what the reception is.
So where can people find out more information about this game and the company?
So we have a website up at www.wonderbelly.com where there's links to all of our stuff. We've got a Roundguard page up on Steam, where you can go and wishlist it, which would be awesome. And then you'll hear about the game when it comes out. And then, we have a Discord where we've got a great community who love talking about the game, but also love swapping bad puns and RPG memes. So. Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to thank you for taking time out to let me do this interview. I wish you the best. Hopefully, I know that this is going to go on my wish list when I get home.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and best of success in the future.
Thank you.